So good evening friends and welcome to our course of DYPIU chapter. My name is Jay and I'm currently a second year BTech PhD student at DY Patil International University. So today the topic of our presentation is going to be on the sets. So the sets are one of the built-in data types in Python which are used to store the collection of data in a single variable. Here, one important point is there it contains no duplicate value, which means that if we try to store a duplicate value inside a set, then at the time of printing, it will remove all the duplicate value and shows us only the distinct value. We can also perform many mathematical operations using the set in Python, like the union or the intersection of the set or the difference of a set, etc. etc. So that's the enough talk about the set. Now let's just move to my IDE and I'm going to show you guys how we can actually create a set in Python. Let's just start creating an empty set in Python. So the basic syntax of creating an empty set is this curly bracket. But if you want to create an empty set, then this method will not work actually. If we try to print this s and try to show you the, the type of this s, then you will feel, my friends, that the type of this variable is not the set. Instead of this, it is the dict. That is, if we try one curly bracket, one a pair of curly bracket, then it will not create an empty set. It will create an empty dictionary. So for that, to create an empty set in Python, we have one function called the set, and you have to just remove blank. That's it. Your first empty set in Python is created. So let's just try printing it. See, it will print an empty set, and this time the type of the variable s is also a set. So now moving forward, let's try to create a non-empty set in Python. Let's suppose I have one element, I have one variable s, and inside the s, we try to store a different integer value, float value, etc. Like always. So let's suppose 12 or the 34 or the 3.147 or any string value. Let's suppose the code chef, one more floating value 34.78. So that's it. Let's try to print this set as. So while printing this, let's see what the output contains. Yeah, a set in Python contains some element. It is not in the same order as we have declared it, but still it contains all the elements. Now moving forward, I'm going to show you guys a method to add a single element in a set, right? So take this example only, just copy paste this example here. For adding the elements in a set, you just have to write one function, that is the add. So s dot add, and inside that function you have to add any element. Let's suppose I have to add Python in it. So I have added Python. Let's try to print this s now. See, a Python is added in our actual set. It is, as I'm going to say that again, guys, it is not in the same order as we have declared it, but still it contains all the elements from the set. So let's see moving forward what we have. So as I told you, we can perform many different mathematical operations on the set itself. The first operation, that is the union of a set. So let's take one example. I have this set x1, and in the set x1 I have elements like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and 6. Then I have another set, let's suppose S2, and in that I have elements like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if we try to take the union of both these sets, we have two different methods in the Python. We have one function to take the union of both the set, that is we can print here s1 dot union s2. It will provide the union of both the set. Otherwise, if we don't want to use this function, we have another operator for s1. This operator, that is the modulus operator, we can say it in the modulus operator we have to write s2. So this method also we can use to create a union of both the sets. Let's try to print this. It will take the union of both the sets. The output of both the method is same. So in the intersection also we have two different methods. That is, first is using the intersection function. So s1 dot intersection s2, or if you do not want to use this function, then we have one also and operator also that will also provide the intersection of both the sets. So I'm writing here s1 and s2. So when I try to run this, you will see, my friends, the both of the outputs will be same, as the intersection return us only the element which are common in both the sets. So I have 4, 5, 6 common in both the sets. So the intersection function or the AND operator give us the same output. Similarly, for the difference also, we have two methods, that is using the difference function, that is the s1 dot difference s2, or we have one operator also, which is the minus operator. So the s1 minus s2 operator is also there for taking the difference of both the set. So let's just try printing it. So yeah, difference of its set also remains the 1, 2, 3, as it removes the element from the s1 which is common in both the elements, both the sets. So let's move to our presentation, guys, and see what we have left. So that's all, guys, from this video. Thank you for listening to my presentation. We will meet in the next video. Up till then, stay safe, stay at home, and get vaccinated as soon as possible. Thank you, guys.